Bitcoin is right now getting ready for another move today. And while we are actually trading inside of a weekend, right now is actually going to be the time to be paying attention because a massive move is about to be created. So we need to be having a look into some very important charts and also some very important data. Because yes, a lot of liquidity is right now being developed on that top side. So make sure to smash up that like button. Can we once again smash it back above the 200 likes? That would be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look into what's that imminent short term. And this is actually pretty interesting because in that short term, we are developing a new symmetrical triangle. And this one is actually on the lower time frame. And that is going to be pretty interesting because that is going to be meaning that either today, tomorrow, or very early next week, we are going to be seeing our breakout. And yes, of course, we are trading in a weekend, but I will explain exactly why this is not really going to be any issue in my opinion. Of course, normally when we are trading in a weekend, I usually always say that you should be careful with breakout trading because usually volatility tends to be lowered. And of course, fake outs tend to happen way more often. But right now, I do think we are forming a clean breakout anytime soon. And even if we are going to be seeing this breakout during the course of the weekend, I do think it is going to be a valid breakout. I'm going to be explaining exactly why a little bit later. But first of all, let's have a look into what's the price target. Because if we are going to be seeing this breakout towards the upside, we can be seeing prices getting reached all the way back above that 70k level, all the way towards the 71.2k level. And that is going to be absolutely insane. And if we are going to be seeing this breakout towards the upside, I do think it is going to be a catalyst of that next leg towards the upside. And in the case of a breakout towards the upside, I do think we are going to be seeing even higher prices getting reached. And yes, I do think that this breakout towards the upside is going to be way more likely. I'm going to be showing you exactly why I do think so and why I do think that a breakout towards the upside is going to be way more likely. But first of all, yes, of course, we could also be breaking out towards the downside. And in the case of a breakdown, that is going to be pretty horrible, but not that horrible actually in my opinion, because that will be setting us back at about the 63.4k level. Now, technically speaking, it is going to be actually more likely that we are going to be seeing a breakout towards the downside, because we are leading in towards this kind of symmetrical triangle with bearish momentum, alright? We are coming in towards this symmetrical triangle with this move towards the downside. So technically speaking, it is going to be more likely to be seeing a breakout towards the downside. But I do think, because of all of these indications right now in the market, it is actually going to be more likely that we are going to be seeing a breakout towards the upside. But yeah, either way, if we are going to be seeing this break towards the upside or towards the downside, you want to be waiting until the confirmations are right hourly close at least outside of this symmetrical triangle, and then also some volume confirmation. Now, anyways, quickly moving on. Of course, we are trading inside of this weekend, and normally speaking, it is going to be more likely that we are going to be consolidating at around our CME close price. Now, this time around might be a little bit different. I'm going to be explaining exactly why. But first of all, this is going to be the level of resistance to really be breaking above. If we can be breaking above this level of resistance, which by the way is that previous all-time resistance, well, in that case, I do think that we are going to be seeing new all-time getting reached. Of course, because at that moment, we are also going to be seeing a pretty likely breakout outside of this symmetrical triangle. And that is going to be just indicating that we are going to be seeing even more momentum towards the upside. Now, also about this symmetrical triangle, I do think it is going to be way more likely to see this breakout towards the upside. Also about that, I'm going to be sharing it exactly a little bit later, why the markets are so bullish right now. But first of all, talking about that CME gap, why I do think that actually during this weekend, we can be seeing some kind of a move being created. Because yes, we already do have a CME gap down below us open. All right, this one is not yet filled. We try to be filling it over here, but we did not quite fill it just yet. All right, but what we can be having a look towards is that in the previous cycle, we also created two CME gaps down below us. But at the point of creating that second CME gap down below us, well, that was actually the point where we blasted off and actually created new all-time and went absolutely exponential. And well, this price structure is also looking exactly the same. So it would not surprise me if during this course of the weekend, once again, if we would be creating just another CME gap and just once again blast off towards the upside, just like we did in the previous cycle. Now, of course, do keep in mind that history does not always repeat. Of course, it certainly rhymes. And also do keep in mind that yes, indeed, 99% of these CME gaps tend to get filled. But if we are just going to be having a look into what's history, and if history were to be repeated, well, in that case, it is looking very good and it is looking very bullish right now. And that is going to be leading in towards the next point, because why the Bitcoin price is looking so bullish is also because based off this history, because of the last cycle. And yes, I am going to be having even more points to talk about why the Bitcoin price is actually looking bullish right here, right now. But if we are going to be having a look into what's the current Bitcoin price action and the price action from the last cycle, well, it is looking exactly the same with this price action. And right now we are actually at the point 4, trying to be breaking above that previous high of 0.3. And whenever we are going to be managing to be breaking above that 0.3, well, in that case, I do think we are going to be going absolutely exponential, just like we did in the last cycle. All right, we do want to be seeing this breakout above 0.3 high, and then we are going to be getting this confirmation. Right now, we do not want to be going full on bull mode just yet. We want to be seeing this confirmation over here, but in the case of breaking above this previous high over here, I do think that then we are going to be blasting off absolutely towards the upside. But the thing is that if we are going to be seeing this breakout outside of this symmetrical triangle, and at the same time, if this is going to be a catalyst of a breakout outside of this symmetrical triangle, well, in that case, if we are going to be getting a breakout outside of this symmetrical triangle, well, I do think that we are going to be breaking above this previous 0.3 high. And well, if we are going to be breaking above this previous 0.3 high, well, then I think we are going to be going absolutely exponential. So that is why I'm saying that this breakout might just be a catalyst of a way bigger move that is about to come. And currently also at the same time with the CME gap, which is also exactly being repeated from of the previous cycle, well, I do think it is going to be looking very bullish. On top of that, we are getting many bullish indications with this bullish divergence right now, and even more indications right now that I'm going to be discussing a little bit later. But first of all, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself, because yes, I am having this Bitcoin trade open right now. Of course, I've been sharing my exact entries. Exactly, I've even shared this Bitcoin trade whenever it was in a loss. So everything is transparent about this Bitcoin trade. I'm looking to be riding it at least above that 80k level. Now, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself, make sure to check out that link down below, because you can right now be claiming a $2,000 trade over on Bybit. How to claim it is sign up a new account, deposit $100 within about 14 days, and then you are going to be getting your free trading position. Now, on top of that, you are also going to be eligible for this $40,000 deposit bonus. So literally, you are going to be getting free money, which you can be depositing in towards the market for free and just buy new altcoins or open up a new free trading position. So make sure to check it out. Now, if Bybit is not going to be available in your country, make sure to check out these other exchanges where you can register. Now, talking about why the Bitcoin price is looking so bullish at this current moment, in my opinion, right now. Well, first of all, we are going to be having Tether. Tether is printing even more money right now during this Bitcoin dip. And whenever Tether prints more money, well, the Bitcoin tends to go even higher. And right now, that is currently happening. More Tether is being minted. That is very bullish for the Bitcoin price. On top of that, I've written this whole thread about the Bitcoin funding rates. And right now, these Bitcoin funding rates are trading very, very low. And I've written exactly about why this is so bullish. And in the last cycle, this has always been a very good indication of when that bottom is going to be coming in close. So right now, once again, this signal is flashing. Now, it is not really negative yet, but definitely it is very low. And that is already indicating in my opinion, for me, that it is going to be a very good buying opportunity. As you can be seeing over here, these funding rates are trading very low. Now, I am going to be recording a dedicated video exactly about the Bitcoin funding rates. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. So stay tuned for that exactly. And also make sure to read this thread through. And because the majority is actually shorting the market right now because of these low funding rates, of course, well, majority of that Bitcoin liquidity is right now starting to develop on that top side. And we can definitely clearly see right now, we are creating these yellow boxes. And what I've seen from the past is whenever we are creating these yellow boxes, well, oftentimes Bitcoin just tends to grab it. All right, Bitcoin tends to move towards where the majority of the liquidity is sitting at. Right now, we are creating these yellow boxes. That is looking very good. And in my opinion, I would not be surprised to see another move towards the upside being created to grab that liquidity and then move even further towards the upside, of course, because of this wave structure. Now, yeah, if we are finally going to be decisively breaking above that previous all-time high, well, you already know what is going to be happening next. I think that Bitcoin is going to be going absolutely parabolic anytime soon. That is why I'm still in my Bitcoin long position right now. And I also do think that altcoin season is about to be started anytime soon. Now, about this, I've also written a whole thread about why I think that altcoin season is about to be started. So also make sure to check that one out on my Twitter profile. But anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.